My mother is a singer and pianist, and we did a lot of singing at home and playing together at home. Plus, I actually was really into the Beatles, and I wanted to be Ringo Starr. You know, I wanted to be a Beatle, but that didn't happen. I was too young, and but no, seriously, my mother and my siblings, my brother and sister, we made music almost every night together. We sang songs, we played instruments, we did a lot of singing at our house. So that I think was a huge influence of wanting to play music, because we did it all the time growing up. When I was in sixth grade, up until sixth grade, I was focusing on drum set as a young musician, but I went to hear, I was living in Boston at the time, and I went to hear the Boston Symphony on a children's concert, and I heard and saw the timpanist, and I went, wow, that's an instrument I want to play, because I was already playing drum set and drums, but hearing the timpani played in the orchestra, the sound that they make, incredible blend. They have power and blending capability in the orchestra. It really intrigued me. It just made me want to play it. The sound of Yamaha timpani is one that's I've always enjoyed. The Yamaha drums in the Philadelphia Orchestra right now are really, they're my friend. They're my best friend, other than my wife. About 11 years ago, I started talking to Yamaha about professional model timpani and that would work in the orchestra that I could play. And they were very receptive and very open to trying to develop a sound that I thought was a good, warm sound that would match the Philadelphia Orchestra, my job, and I've been really happy with how that sound blends with our orchestra, and so that's I think the main thing. I just wanted a warm, beautiful, rich sound, and that's what these drums are. I love them. So it's an aside, but it's a good an additional story. We were just a few weeks ago playing Brahms first, and then I think another pretty standard orchestral work, and I had my two colleagues that I really rely on most as far as their ears. One is the trombone player right next to me, principal trombone, and then the other is the principal oboist, Mr. Woodhams, and trombone, Nitsan Horoz. They both came up to me during the week and said, "Man, those drums sound perfect," and so which was a really nice affirmation of what the Yamaha drums do for what I do. For my role in the Philadelphia Orchestra, you need both power and warmth, and that's what the Philadelphia Orchestra is, and that's what the Yamaha drums do for me in that orchestra. They allow me to be a full presence in that orchestra, to either blend or come out, you know, that relationship of being power and blending back and forth. So it's perfect. I've been playing timpani now in the Philadelphia Orchestra for 23 years, but I played percussion before that in Pittsburgh Symphony, cymbals and all the instruments, and I've always enjoyed playing all the percussion instruments. It's part of an education of every percussionist. You have to play everything. I played drum set in the Pittsburgh Pops and things like that, and played in a jazz group in the Pittsburgh Symphony, and also started one in the Philadelphia Orchestra about 12 years ago. So playing drum set and playing all the percussion, every percussion instrument has so many colors that you can make, so many different sounds. And doing that on a regular basis, it feeds more information on how you can, again, expand your sound colors on the timpani. And of course, the sound of the timpani tells me sometimes I want to play with that kind of rich sound on the other instruments. When you're playing drum set, there are some times that you have to sit inside the sound, sit inside the time, just lay down the time and stay out of the way. And then there are times when you have a solo or you need to fill in the sound with some solos, with a kind of a riff of some kind on the drum set. So it's the same with timpani. There are times with timpani where you need to be present and leading the sound, and other times you need to sit back inside the sound. So they both are very similar. Drum set and timpani have very similar roles to play in a group, in an ensemble. So I learned from doing both, actually. My hope is that anyone and every child in the world learn how to express themselves musically in some way, playing an instrument or singing. And it's such a vital way of living, is to make music in some way, whether it's singing or singing through your instrument. Play music, experience it. It's a way of making friends with others. And enjoy practicing, because practicing should be fun and a joy to really learn how to play an instrument. So go for it.